Hello and welcome to Pratik Chess Videos.
Hello just friends, today we are going to see a game between Tal and Botvinnik in the year 1960. This was played in the World Championship match Tal vs Botvinnik game number 6. This was an epic game by Tal who just uh, demolished Botvinnik in such style. So now let us start the game. The game started c4. This game was played in the King's Indian but transposition knight f6, knight f3, g6, and after g6, now yes, we are cornering a transposition here. d4 can be played, but this game didn't transpose as we thought. The game actually transposed into uh, yes, it transposed into a pano type of structure. So that's the thing. So after g6 now, after g6, this g3 is played, bishop g7, bishop g2, short castle, d4, d6. So after d6, it was played knight c3, knight bd7, short castle e5, and now the king's Indian defense with c5 and the Nimzo Indian defense we reach. And it and now there was still one other double-edged opening that Tal could play, the classical King's Indian. Botvinnik actually against the King's Indian usually selected an old-fashioned continuation connected with the fianchettoing of the king bishop. I mean like the Pano variation, and it does not give white a opening advantage. So now e4, c6, h3 to stop knight to g4, and now queen to b6. Now you should pause the video and think what is the idea. Well, did you think what's the idea? Actually, you might have thought that it is a positional idea, but no, it is not. It's the uh, better idea, the nice idea. So let's see what happens. So after h3, queen b6, d5. Now, firstly, white played d5 because black's idea is to play e into d4 and knight into e4, which results in the attacking of the d2, the attacking of the d8 pawn. Sorry, d4 pawn. Yeah, or the knight, when the knight is on d4, we can also start playing the knight. And now after queen b6 d5, it is played the usual. See, c into d5 looks good. It really, c into d5 really looks good. So, but after c into d5, there's this thing that c into d5 comes and this file is open, but it's not that much of a problem. Plus, we gained an outpost on c5. Knight e1, old-fashioned idea, trying to exchange the knight by knight d3. Yeah, playing to exchange the knight on c5, bishop d7, and now so after knight to e1, bishop to d7, trying to play, I think, to play bishop to b5. So after bishop to d7, the idea is clear. It's to play bishop to b5. That's why white just played knight to d3, knight into d3, queen into d3, and now exchanging won't be a problem for black. You will think that black has allowed white this. Has allowed the exchange of this good c5 knight, but it's nothing. Now after rook f c8, well, we get the rook in the file. The move is rook to b1. Idea is to play b4, and we can also play a4. So pretty much. Now knight to h5. Idea is to play f5. Is f5 is good, but actually knight h5 is not that good of a move because queen d4 would have been better, exchanging the queens with the idea of gaining space. And now after queen to d4, there could be lines, but uh, queen to d4 was objectively better than knight to h5. So knight to h5 was played actually. And now bishop to e3. Idea is to attack the queen, and now queen to b4 was played so that the queen is moved from the attack, and rook to c4 or a6 can be played. Now after queen to b4, queen to e2, and then rook to c4. As I said, the idea is to play rook to c4. Now the rook is very active here, and it will be very bad for black. And now that's why after queen to rook to c4, it's just rook fc1. Getting the rook on the nice file over here, and then rook a c8. We get another rook, and we are going to conquer the file. But now king to h2. Now mm, after having waited a move, now everything is ready for the combination and makes the initial anti-positional move. So what is the combination and the anti-positional move? Well, pause the video and think what should we play here. Now you should play in this position f5, because the thing is that after f5, here it is very bad for white because of the lack of space he has, and now Tal is starting to pressure. And now after e into f5, bishop into f5, rook a1. Pause your video. Yes, you should think in this position what an amazing move was played. But firstly, you need to get the idea of this move. Now, Botvinnik here probably thought that black's pieces were by the threat of g4, forking the knight and the bishop, were forced to retreat, and white would be able to occupy e4. But there's a surprise waiting for him. So pause the video and think. And that surprise is the amazing move knight to f4. It's just a unbelievable move. Not that it's a knight sacrifice. Actually, it's quite believable from a player like Tal. But I think you should not forget what event it is. It's the world championship, and sacrificing the knight in a world championship, that's really really bad. And now, well, so that's why. Now, but it's very amazing as how Tal sacrifices. When Tal was asked that he didn't feel pressure on this sacrifice, then he said, "Pressure? No, I don't feel pressure. I
Hello
just love
everyone, welcome back
sacrificing."
to my channel. I am सत्यम योर MFF guy. तो गाइस
Yes,
जैसा कि
so
देख सकते हो
yeah,
स्पॉट को मैंने अनलॉक कर लिया है
that's the
एंड
whole of it.
स्पॉट को देखते हो यहाँ से बस 50 टोकन दे
So
के स्पॉट का
that's
बायोमेट्रिक्स
why Tal
फ्री
doesn't
में मिल
fear
जाएगा. यहाँ पे अभी नहीं दिखेगा
sacrificing
क्योंकि मैंने
something,
ऑलरेडी
and
परचेस कर लिया.
that is the thing. So after rook to a1, knight to f4, knight, like, amazing, amazing. So yes, after g into f4, e into f4, bishop to d2. This was a mistake, a big time mistake. And now we get the idea. So well, firstly, we need to retaliate with a mistake. That's very important in many games. First, A player makes a mistake, and then B player says that, "Oh, you give me a gift, I'll give you a return gift." So he gives the opponent a return gift in the form of a mistake, or sometimes a blunder. That happens more than you think it happens. Okay, so yes, what should you play here? mm, yeah, so that's the thing. So all right, now after this this move, it was played. I think you should guess it. Yes, yeah, guessing it would be cool, right? Yes, it would. But never mind. Rook AB1 was played. That is not how you capitalize. And now pause the video again and think for a move with even more goosebumps. Even more. It will be so much goosebumps, man. Alright, so that's why. Uh, okay, so that is the thing. After this move, it is played. Dang, dang. F3, what an amazing move. I mean, seriously. F3? Oh my god. That's something I would not want to play because it is such a unbelievable move. Unbelievable. So yes. Now how to play this unbelievable move. Now what is the idea? So we attack the okay. After rook a b1 we just play bishop into b1 seems nice and well the rook can also retreat but we can just play f3. Good move. So idea is that bishop into f3 runs into bishop e5 check. So let's speed this guy up. After f3, rook into b2 and then f into e2, rook b3, rook d4. We are speeding up because there's nothing it can be done to prevent white's demise. So bishop e1 check, bishop e1, bishop e5 check, king g1, bishop f4, knight into e2, rook into c1, and then we are just winning now. Knight into d4, rook into e1 check, bishop to f1, bishop to e4. Idea is bishop to e5 obstructing the knight so that it cannot go to f3. Knight e2, bishop e5, and then f4, bishop f6, and now well nothing can be done. White is just losing. So after takes, the game ended rook c7, bishop into a2, rook into a7, bishop c4, rook a8 check, king f7, and now the king is in the game. The d pawn is passing. It is just hopeless. Rook a7 check, king to e6, rook a3, d5, and now king to f2, bishop to h4 check, saving the rook, getting the king to move away. King g2, king d6, knight g3, bishop into g3, and then bishop into c4, d into c4. And now it may not seem like hopeless, but it is. Because after um, king into d3, king into g3, king d5 comes and king d4, c3. Yes, that is why. So king rook a7, c3, Rook c7, king to d4, rook d7 check, and now white resigned. Alright, white resigned after playing his move, which is kind of on not so much played, so but still white resigned. And well, let's save this guy. So we are in here. Okay, white was Mikhail Tal, an amazing game. I mean, sacrificing like that at a world championship. Some people need uh, today's world championships need to learn. Yeah, and now it's like everywhere there's draw. Like the games are not exciting anymore at the world championships, but then it was very exciting. Yeah, so amazing game. I hope you like this video. Don't forget to click the subscribe button and the bell icon. Thank you.